Hey everyone, it's a new month and it's time for a new virtue. Our virtue this month is courage or fortitude. You know, of all the virtues we'll talk about this year, it's probably the one that's the easiest to understand no matter what age you are. Courage is basically to do what's right because it's right, no matter what effects it's going to have on you, even if other people make fun of you for doing it. It's all over in our movies and in our books. Think of The Lord of the Rings. Think of The Lion King. For books, think of Horton Hears a Who or To Kill a Mockingbird. Maybe when you think of courage, you think of first responders, police officers, firefighters, healthcare workers, soldiers, people who protect and care for us. Maybe you think of historical figures who have done courageous things like George Washington or Abraham Lincoln or Martin Luther King. Perhaps you think of saints who famously did what was right no matter the cost, like St. Maximilian Kolbe. We've talked about him before. St. Joan of Arc or Mother Teresa. There are so many things that come to mind when you think of courage, but I want to mention what comes to heart. When you hear these stories, what do you feel? Maybe you feel admiration, amazement, interest in learning more about their lives. Also, I really hope that you feel a desire to imitate them, to follow in their footsteps, and to do something brave, something that really matters. You know, each of us kind of has like a little flame inside our heart that pushes us to be better, to be brave, to not settle for being mediocre. When we hear these stories and we learn about these lives, it grows that flame just a little bit each time. And what is that flame? Well, that flame is the Holy Spirit. That flame is God. And God is yearning so much to give us purpose and joy and heaven and especially courage. There's a really cool quote that I love from St. John Paul II. It says, "It is Jesus who stirs in you the desire to do something great with your lives, the refusal to allow yourselves to be just mediocre, the courage to commit yourselves humbly and patiently to improving yourself and society, making the world more human and more loving." I think we all should aspire to growing in courage. Here are a couple questions for you to talk about. First, who is someone you know that you consider brave? How do you know that they're courageous? Number two, have you ever done the right thing even though you knew others would make fun of you for doing it? What was the situation?